All right, it's Dash Radio, hanging out with someone that I've only just been put up, but her music is so powerful. Australian artist Azure joins me on the phone. How are you, lovely lady?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, as soon as I got this this message that said, "Have a listen to this song. Let me know what you think." Azure would love to chat. I listened to the track "Bad," which is this new one. It just dropped this week, and you have just given it all. You've laid it out on the table with this one. How are you feeling, knowing that the world is listening to these words and lyrics that you put out?
Probably not as bad as the person I wrote it about, to be honest. No, look, it's a special place in my soul, this song. I wrote it when I was falling in love for kind of really the first time, to be honest. Jeez. But I'm happy to have it out there. I feel like I've given it to everybody else to take care of now. It's off my back, you know.
So you wrote this song, and I feel like you've written quite a few songs. You tend to write about heartbreak by the looks of it. Is the kind of discography that we've got so far, and I want to kind of go back and just chat about that later, but has it been written about one person, or are these more than one heartbreak that has happened over the last, two and a bit years?
Oh God!
I hate to start off tough with you, but come on, like you never thought I'd drown in those ocean eyes. Come on, you had me with that.
Yeah, all about one person.
All right.
Unfortunately for me, it's all about this one person.
How do you kind of tackle the fact of being so open and honest in your music? Because when you listen to this song "Bad," you know exactly where from a listener's point of view, I feel like we can really grasp where you're at. How do you feel about knowing that, like, all right, I'm writing about the deepest parts of my relationships and my feelings, and then putting it out for everyone to kind of listen to?
I feel like it's easier to process things when other people share them with you. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like essentially, as lame as this is, as someone else is going through and feels the same way that I felt at that point, and this eases that for them, like, man, that's my job.
Yeah.
But I always play it for the person I wrote it about first.
So you played this for your ex?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really my. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that we're talking about.
Okay. Oh, so you're still with this person?
No. Oh, God. This is awful.
No, this is good. This is good because I feel like people want to understand, like, exactly, the pain and the feeling that or what you're kind of going for. And that surprises me that you would play this song for the person that you wrote it about. Like, that's got to be fucking tough to do.
Yeah, I'm a pretty honest person, like, to a fault, in the way where even when I shouldn't be honest, I am. Yeah, he knew how bad I wanted him, so I thought I'd just write a song about it.
Yeah, smart. I wish I could write a song about all my exes. I really do. I just don't have the voice to sing it, and I don't have the writing ability, so I'm going to just employ you to do it for me.
Listen, I got you, fam. I'm the queen of writing songs about my exes, clearly.
I feel like you've grown so much. Going back and listening to some of the stuff that you were putting out in 2018 in comparison to this "Bad" product song that you've just released, there's such a huge deal of difference, and I feel like maturity level. Have you noticed that in yourself between that time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I became an artist, before it was always in me, but I had to, like, kind of burn down and then, like, rebuild from the ashes. That's how it felt. Like, just went through in the last 2 years, like, the most highest of highs and the lowest of lows with like friends and relationships and falling in love, falling out of that same love, and then, meeting my team, that, like, it just became this, like, baptism by fire. Like, I felt like I just lived a whole life in the last 2 years. So I definitely feel like it reflects in my music now. Like, this is the artist that I am and want to put out to people. So
when was the point, and was there a turning point or something that happened that made you all of a sudden? Because, like, if you go back and listen to some of your earlier work, you don't have that as much open and honesty and that emotion in your voice and in your lyrics. Was there something that changed that went, oh, I need to not hide behind a wall?
Yeah, I was an ice queen, truly.
Yeah.
Like I just I didn't feel a lot, and then I fell in love for the first time. I thought I'd been in love before, but I was wrong. And
everyone knows that feeling. Like, I just never thought I could be hurt this bad before.
I know, and it's honestly just like, yeah, it's insulting, but I fell in love for the first time, and I was vulnerable for the first time in maybe my, adult life, and I like fully bared all the terrible and all the great things about me to this person, and it just like opened the box that I'd kept all my feelings in for so many years. So I feel like you can hear the turning point in the music where you're like, oh wow, she has feelings, and like I didn't look. You're learning it when I learned it. I didn't know I had feelings either. So
we're going through this journey together, this roller coaster.
Yes, exactly.
How was laying down the vocals for the last minute of this track? Because I feel like when that beat drops out and the production kind of comes down is when you get really like that feeling of emotion and that emotiveness for a listener. Was that hard for you recording that last minute of this track?
Yeah. Funnily enough, writing that, so this song we had everything but that bridge for over a year. Yeah. And nobody could come up with a bridge that was good enough. So we just like keep going and going and going on all different ideas, and no one ever found one that hit. And then I was in the studio, and this particular person that this song is about, him and I had kind of had a big whatever blow up or whatever fun we used to have. And it happened. I walked into the room and I wrote it. Yeah. I wrote it in one go, like I just straight away. Yeah. So more writing it than laying it, but singing it is hard, full stop. It hurts me every time. Was the production behind this? So you have Peter Holtz on the production for this track, who's legendary, Eskimo Joe, Peking Duck, and was the production always by him for this song when you first wrote it 2 years ago? What do you mean? Like I always wanted him to do it? Well, did you have the production already? No. Okay. Nah. And we wrote it on a piano. Okay. And how did that link up with you and Peter? We just vibed. Management put me with Peter. They were like, this is gonna be a great team. We went in. I absolutely adore him, and I just said, in my like scattered, harebrained way, no one understands me, but he just got me, and I was like, I want like jail bars and like doom and like, and he's like, got it. You're on that same telepathy wavelength going on in the studio session, which when you see an artist and a producer on that same level working in a studio, that is beautiful. That is what magic, you need. Huh? Yes. Totally. So let's talk a little bit about you, because this is my first kind of introduction to you. The name Azure, what is it? So look, basically, it's just a color of blue. Yeah. But my grandma made it up. Hey, shout out to grandma. Yeah, shout out to Ma. I said to her, I was just like, yo, Ashley's boring. Why did you let She works Mom at the chemist. Ashley? I know. She works at bloody Westpac or something. So then she's like, oh, well, your eyes, because my eyes are a really strange color, and then my grandma just got fancy and she thought she'd made me Azure, and I just thought, oh well, that sounds all right. Well, it works. It works with the music that you're releasing at the moment because it's very blue, So grandma knew. She knew. She's like, that girl's sad inside. She doesn't know it yet, though, but she is. I'm letting you know before everyone else is going to figure it out. You're blue, so just name yourself that. So true. And now I've even got blue hair, see? There you go. All happening. Love it. And so your upbringing, were you into music your whole life, or did it start later on? Yeah, no, I was always into music. I actually danced from like 3 years old. Okay. And then went in, and then I did like singing and I've just sort of done it all.
Mm-hmm.
All my life I've been insufferable show off. Kind of my vibe.
Oh, it's all right. I dated dancer girls back in the day, and they made me go to all their recitals. And
yeah, that was me.
You have to apologize to your family now for them and be like,
oh, dude, what about the musicals though?
I had to go to the musicals as well.
The musicals. That's what I feel bad about. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to my family. Unless
they're your own children that are like 4 or 5 year olds standing up there waving your hands, no one should have to sit through insufferable performances by 4-year-olds.
I'm so sorry. I know.
I love that you're saying sorry as if it was to me. You're apologizing for all my exes. So at the end of the song Bad, there's like a voicemail, or is it you one of your friends talking to you? Is that who is that?
So that's a girl. Her name's Britt. Her and I used to be super close at the time that this song got released, and it was at the peak moment that I just gone in for the last mix. So I was only, just fresh off writing it, and she was talking to me. We're going on a trip together, coming home in the car, and she was talking to me about this person, and she said, I was on my phone just like playing around, singing little like notes in my phone. Yeah. And because she's also an artist, and we were just like mucking around. And then she said, whatever she said, I know he loves you, but sometimes love isn't enough. And I said, what? Say that again. And then I like took it to Peter, and I said, it's got to be in there, man. Yeah.
It's it's an amazing line, because it's something I have told people and people have told me over the years, because you get to a point where you're like, but we love each other.
Oh, dude, I didn't listen either. Like, she could have tattooed that on my forehead, and I still wouldn't have listened. I just thought it was arty. And then, like, a year later, I'm like, oh man, I should have listened to my damn self. Like,
hindsight's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Oh, God, I know.
So what's the plan moving forward? You've just dropped this song right here, and I feel like it is going to be, a starting of a new thing for you. I feel like you've grown so much, and this song really represents, I think, you as an artist and what I think you can actually produce. What's the plan in the rest of the back half of 2020 with, everything crazy be going in anyway?
Oh, no. Hopefully we can go outside.
I know. We need you to go to perform this live. You're probably hoping that we don't get out of it, so you never have to perform this live.
I'm going to cry like every time, or I'll be just like an emotionless shrew and just look like I'm having a ball, but I'm not. I'm dying inside. But yeah, look, I'm about to drop an EP in about a month.
That's what I was expecting to hear. I was like, there's got to be an EP coming here.
But we do have another single, a main single coming after this, which is in the works right now too. So I'm going to be pretty in everyone's face. So hopefully not everyone hates me. You know what I mean?
No one could hate you. You're bringing up emotions that we all hate to say we love to feel, is what I say.
That's true.
You know what? I said that right then as if I've said it many a time, but that's actually the first time I've ever said that in that way, and it worked.
Is that your Instagram bio?
I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to change it today. You hate to say the way you feel. Is that what I said? Nah, it was something different. I said it good.
Hate to say, love to feel.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to explain it because I didn't know anything about it before.
I loved that.
All right, Azure. Well, appreciate you hanging out here on the DSP, and we're going to press play on this track, Bad, for the first time on Dash Radio. And when you have this next single, make sure you have a home here at Dash Radio and let us have it first.
Oh, thank you so much. You will have it absolutely first.
Azure, Australian artist with Bad on Dash Radio.